Hey everybody, welcome to episode 8 of my blind RS3 playthrough. The majority of this episode is going to be 2 quests, Bringing Home the Bacon and Broken Home, which is one of the best quests I've ever seen in an MMO. Those 2 quests take up the majority of the runtime for this one. They're both relatively long. The first one has a lot of voice acting and it's very funny. The second one is basically a Resident Evil / Silent Hill quest, so no voice acting, very little dialogue, and a lot of it's going to be me running around this Resident Evil mansion. So I'm going to go ahead and include the normal timestamps for you to skip the full quest if you just want to hear a summary, but I would recommend at least maybe tabbing through parts of Broken Home. I will add, unfortunately, there is a skybox setting in RS3 that doesn't work most of the time. There's actually a really cool ambient skybox in Broken Home that didn't work for me on my first completion of the quest. Something happens partway through the quest where the skybox gets fixed, and it looks a lot better once that gets turned on. So if you're an existing Broken Home stan, I'm sorry. No real updates to the Candy Loop tracker this episode, so I just want to recap you on what it looks like going into it. Obviously, I want to get back to the main objective, which is working through quests in release date order. But the main objective in the meantime is unlocking Flash Powder Factory, which is a mini game that only goes on Spotlight once every other month or so. In the meantime, I'm having to do all of the dailies, weeklies, and monthlies that I've unlocked and covered in prior episodes. I'm not putting a Candy Loop tracker on the screen every time I do one of those because it's a thing I'm distracted by constantly. So I only really bring it up in the tracker when it's something new that I'm unlocking or trying for the first time. We ended up unlocking the majority of the remaining weeklies and monthlies last episode, but in this one we're going to do Bacon from Bringing Home the Bacon and Broken Home from Broken Home. Those are both weeklies. Once all of that has finally been unlocked, I can go back to working on quests and I can go back to working on unlocking the invention skill, which my soft objective, I'm eventually going to hit Divination 80 from Guthix caches, is my theory here. So my hope is to hit Smithing 80 and Crafting 80 by the time that I get Divination 80 naturally from the Guthix cache daily. And that's everything to cover. Let's get to the playthrough. Alright, popping out of my Guthix cache. Did not get a level up from that one, but I'm done for the day. Oh, but okay, I got the boost, so I may as well sit here for 20 minutes and do some divination training. Why not? This guy has been here every time. You can go back through the VOD. Every time I pop out of a Guthix cache, I always do it on the Legacy world because there's never anyone in there. This guy is always here. I don't know if he's a bot or something, but he's never not here. First I'm getting a clue scroll from Divination. I didn't realize I could even drop them. I'm just going to bank these until I get close to the cap. 69 Divination. Nice. The soft goal, to the extent I have a goal, is 80 divination to qualify for invention. And I think once I hit 80 divination, that's going to be the kick in the butt I need to try to get smithing and crafting up and just go hard on them. My cash boost is over. I still need to do stuff that's AFK for a little bit before I continue with quests, so I am going to do smithing, I guess. I have enough orichalcum bars to make 2 orichalcum burial sets, so I will just get started on that. It's going to take a while, I think. And I think after I make those burial sets, I'm going to switch back to Rune, because orichalcum is way slower than Rune, and I guess every other tier above orichalcum it's appropriate to do whatever tier you qualify for. Here comes Smithing 63. I really underestimate how much time it takes to do any of this stuff. I'm like, oh, it's, 2 plus 3 sets. I need about 20 minutes of AFK so I can eat my breakfast. I'm going to go ahead and smith really quick. And it takes a really long time to get through even a single burial set. I think the smithing rework has done a really great job of making you feel the weight of a single armor set. It's actually going to put me under a bit of a time pressure. I think I can store unfinished smithing items in the bank and come back to them and keep up my progress and stuff, so I might have to do that in the future. I only have about 2 hours left, 64 smithing. I only have 2 hours left in my session, a little bit less than that, and then the daily trigger is going to happen. So I need to make these 2 burial sets and get out of here really quick. I'm curious what level I'm going to get to from the burial sets. It says they contain, wow, that's a lot of XP between the 2 of them. A lot of XP, but I don't think it's going to get me even 1 smithing level. Jeez. Alright, I think smithing's going to be a bit behind mining then. It has been for a while, so it's not a huge surprise. Alright, I'm not going to get 65 smithing. I'm going to come just short of it here, but this thing's about to be done. There's the second orichalcum burial set, and I think from now on I'm doing a rune until 70 smithing. Let me go quickly try to do these last 2 quests. I just want to do them so they're not on my mind. The first one is Bringing Home the Bacon, and that starts near Falador Farm. All right, here's the man of the hour. Eli, what's that delicious smell?
Oh, that's something I'm working on. Hey, you look like you've done some farm work in your time. You free to help me out? I just need you to eat some of this meat I've cooked up. Oh, it's not for a person or anything like that.
Okay, that's what they're implying.
Give it a taste and tell me what you think.
All right, accept quest. Why would I assume it was from a person?
No reason. I thought you might have heard about that accident. Yeah. Anyway, scarf that down and tell me what you think.
Mysterious meat. Mouth is filled with joy. What was that?
That, my friend, was a new type of meat I've discovered. I call it bacon.
Bacon?
No, I named it after myself. Eli Bacon. Bacon like my last name. That's what all the great people do. What would you say if I told you it was from a pig?
Oh, why would I eat one of those?
Well, it's a long story. Now, let me ask you something first. What would you say pigs are good for?
Ceremonial greased pig wrestling, obviously.
Exactly. Aside from pig wrestling, they're useless. They're just big, smelly animals that eat loads of food. Oh, even pig wrestling is in decline thanks to all these new sports like castle wars and dueling. Thanks to all these popular pastimes, there's no demand for pigs. I think only me and Martin keep them these days.
Oh yeah, Martin the Master Farmer
And he
has
only
some
keeps them
pigs.
because of the tourist money generated by his freakishly large pig, Pigzilla. Basically, if people find out that pigs taste delicious when cooked, how long do you think it'll take to eat them all? I just look at what happened to those useless no-horned unicorns that were all over the place a few years ago. When people worked out they tasted good, they were wiped right out.
More horse jokes.
What we'll do is get people wanting pigs for something other than meat. After all, people keep cows around for milk and sheep for wool. Well, if we can convince them pigs are good for something, then they'll start breeding them again.
Interesting concept for a
Once
quest.
the numbers are back up, we can reveal the tasty truth to everyone. By that point, there'll be enough pigs that people can eat as many as they want.
How are we going to do it?
I have a plan. What we're going to do is... What's that?
What's that sound? Oh shit, what?
Those are some of the locals. They know about bacon. I gave a few of them a taste and now they're addicted. They're crazy. Don't worry. So long as you lock that gate behind you, we should be all right.
Oh.
Did you hear that? They're gonna eat me!
No, poor pigs.
Yeah, that does make sense. Wait, they're buttering up the pigs for roasting. We have to stop them. Try making some pig decoys. Those lunatics are too far gone to tell the difference.
Pig decoys?
Here, take this big stack
Oh,
of
is this
bacon.
why I need
You'll need some planks,
construction?
too. Let's go.
Okay. It's extremely stupid. I love it.
I can't try and build something out of these to distract.
Always on my rhyme.
Now, cover it. I can't rescue this pig.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
More! Give me more!
Bacon heap. These kinds of quests are my favorite, where they like start with a quest requirement like construction, like okay, how do we make construction work?
I can't stop.
Completely absurd. Just keep adding bacon to these. Okay. I see.
I can't stop eating.
Can't stop eating. Can't
Like bacon addict zombies. It's great.
eating.
Can't stop eating.
Right, talking to him in the cellar here, it looks like.
Good
Underbelly,
work.
huh?
While they're eating that bacon, we can get this show on the road. You remember I said I had a plan to drive up demand for pigs? Well, this is it. What we do is, we raise an amazing pig. I mean a real monster. One that people will come from miles around to see. Then, we train it to do some sort of trick. We show it off to all kinds of folks, and they go nuts for pigs. And before you know it, demand for pigs will soar. And then, bam! We bring out bacon and make a fortune. Well, it is called bacon. I'm sure that legally they'll have to pay me money when they start making it. I sent off a form and promised to hand over lots of money to secure the rights to call pig meat bacon. It can't fail.
What could go wrong?
I know. All we need to do is work out what a pig is good for. Any ideas?
Maybe they can carry an altar?
How will that get people interested?
You need to recharge spiritual energy.
That's
What?
a good idea you had there.
That's the
I guess
dumbest
you're
thing ever.
smarter
I
than
love
you
it.
Look after all. Now we need our show pig. Go have a word with Martin in Draenor and see if he'll let us have a piglet from his big old pigzilla.
Okay, Martin and
You can
Draenor.
always find him by his pigsty in the marketplace.
Quest review says I need 5 wheat here, so I'm just gonna grab it before I talk to Martin. I don't know when I need it. All right, Martin the Master Gardener. Bringing home the bacon.
Why would you want one of them? Are you thinking of starting a pig farm? If you are, then be warned. The bottom has really fallen out of the pig wrestling game. You'd be better off investing in a cow. Oh, that is good news. I suppose I could give you a piglet if that's the case.
Put it in my backpack.
Hold on there. I need you to do something for me first.
And what's
I
that?
don't know who it is, but someone has been picking my pockets.
Many, many, many times. Oh no, who would do such a dastardly
I think
thing?
it was one of those dodgy types over to the west. I want you to find out who did it and give them a thrashing.
Kill them?
No, that's a little too much. Just give them a good kicking and I'll give you the piglet. Remember, one of them will be lying about where he was when it happened. Just find out who doesn't have an alibi.
I know who doesn't have an apple.
If they can't tell you truthfully where they were when I was robbed, they must be the culprit.
Sounds good. To the west, we said? Oh, these guys. Oh, they all have, like, thieving gear on? Where were you in Martin's
I was
pockets?
with
Your
Ed. Yeah, he'll back me up. I was with Bert. Me and him go way back, we do.
Okay, so Ed and Bert both cover each other.
I was with Andy.
Dan
Yeah,
was with
he'll back me
Andy.
up. I was with Dan. We were minding our own business. Do you know what
I think it's Chris.
I was with Dan.
It's Chris.
We were minding our own business. All right, you got me.
That
Yeah.
they're all
What you gonna do about it?
pickpocketers.
What?
That's great. This is the pickpocket.
It's good to finally meet you. Did you enjoy robbing me, you swine?
I did indeed, and I'll do it again once this farce is over.
You'll be laughing on the other side of your face in a moment. Let him have it.
You leave me no choice. That'd be a lesson to you.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I barely felt that.
I thought you didn't want me to kill him.
Well, no, but I expected more than one little punch. You know, there are lots of ways you can hit someone without killing them.
Okay, let's give this another try.
So is that really it? Can I go now?
Not yours yet.
Oh, look, a piglet and a kitten.
We're cutting away from the violence.
What are you doing? Ah!
Isn't the pig chubby and cute? And the kitten fluffy? and adorable.
I have deja vu from this. There might be something in old school that does this same gag.
My organs!
They are the best of friends and have adorable adventures every day.
The narration is incredible.
I can literally taste my own agony! Help!
They dress up in little costumes and run around with all their woodland chums.
Spleen!
By the gods, he's had enough!
What high jinks and capers they get up to.
Okay.
Amazing
I think
cutscene.
he's
Whole
learned
quest
his
was worth
lesson.
it just for that
Leave it
cutscene.
be.
Learned lesson. Go in hospital. Now.
Definitely improved by voice acting as well. Generally, I think I could, I could take it or leave it when it comes to voice acting, but that was great.
I'm pretty sure you just scared off every pickpocket in the district. Well done. You've more than earned this little piglet.
Thanks. All right, talking to Eli.
Great. Did he ask much for it?
All I had to do was
Sounds like a
pickpocket.
fair enough trade.
Beat up
Let's
a
take a look
pickpocket.
at that piglet then. What we need to do now is work on making a machine to train the pig.
Okay.
What was it you thought they could do again? Carry an altar. Yeah, that sounds about
The
right.
goofiest thing.
I have some plans drawn up, but I think you'd be better off putting it all together. 3 planks should cover it. All it'll take is a couple of planks. I'd help out myself, but I broke my hammer on a hiker last week.
You know what? I don't want to know.
Fair enough. Anyway, not wanting to change the topic or anything, after you've built it, you'll need to upgrade it to train the pig. That should only take a couple of iron bars and 3 more planks. Oh, and best use some nails to hold it all together. In fact, I have those here for you now. You might as well use mine as they're yours.
Thanks for that.
Here, since you can take it all now, you might as well have the stuff to upgrade it as well. That'll save you time when you're done
I
building
wonder
it.
if they changed it to just give you the supplies instead of requiring you to bring them. That's interesting. I'm very used to having to bring a lot of strange supplies to quests. Construct the basic pig training machine. Upgrade train pigs to carry altars. Oh my god. This machine is amazing. Rare pig machine.
We need to fatten this little fellow up a bit, make him look more impressive like. I have plenty of pig feed, but we should probably mix in some wheat to fortify
That's why I
it.
need the wheat. Got it.
Would you mind grabbing some for me? 5 bundles should be more than enough. There's a field over by Draenor that you can take it from. It's not too far away. That should keep us sorted for a while. Thanks.
What
Your
now?
pig is still looking a little small. We need to bulk it up a bit.
See if he goes for a growth
I
spurt.
don't think we can keep this news under wraps for much longer. Those bacon addicts. Wait, that's it. Of course.
Eli?
Oh, don't mind
I
me.
think this quest
I just thought of
exists
something
because
funny
Martin
about-
has a pig farm and it has
pigs.
never mattered. Like it's the only instance of pigs in the whole game.
I have had an idea, though.
Kind of like a gag,
what
like
this little
the horse
squealer
gag.
needs is some good, healthy exercise. Keeping him cooped up down here won't do him any good. We need to get him up and about in the sunshine. If we can clear the yard of addicts, then we can take him for a good old trot about in the fresh air. Here, I use this sleeping potion sometimes when I need to get pigs to sleep. Just let me peel that old skull and crossbones label off. There, that should do it.
Wow.
Now you just go up there, attach some bacon to one of those pig statues you made, and then pour some potion onto it. When they tuck into it, they'll fall asleep. Then I can,
Not kill them?
What? I'd never do that.
Sure. Great. I'll make
Just
a
head up
start.
into the field through the trapdoor to begin. I'll leave the bacon and sleeping potion up there for you.
Sleeping potion. Oh, the scarecrows on sleeping potion. You drug the bacon.
Can't sleep. Breathing.
There we go. Got them all.
How's the yard looking now?
Got all the addicts eat the bacon.
Don't worry about that. The potion takes a while to act. Makes it more of a surprise when they start to get sleepy. I mean, it's best to slip an animal this stuff when they don't expect it. Hey, how are you feeling, by the way? Oh, no reason. Tell you what, in case the potion doesn't work, why don't you go get me some onions?
Onions?
Well, you know how garlic repels vampires? I'm convinced that onions will repel these bacon addicts.
How does that work?
Look, I invented bacon,
He
so
slipped me
I
the
should know how it
potion.
works. Bacon and onions are two strong flavors, and they just don't go together. To those hardened bacon addicts, well, they shouldn't even be able to go near them. Specifically, fresh onions. So, if you can go and get me a fresh
Okay.
onion you picked yourself, then we can use it to clear the yard if the poison doesn't work.
I'm having trouble following this.
That's right so far.
Garlic only repel vampires because it does not go well with the food they eat. Blood.
Look,
How do you know
I'm the
that?
bacon expert here. You can't just expect any lay person to understand how this stuff works.
5 onions should be enough.
Oh, don't worry. I've got it under control.
Okay, I think I saw an onion field near Draenor earlier because I should have gone there for a different quest. I thought so when I was doing fish flingers. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's right next to the fish flingers guy. Didn't say I needed onions in the quest journal. Back to Eli. Where have the bacon addicts gone? Why is my
The
pig fully
addicts,
grown? Oh,
they,
God.
blew away in a storm.
Fed him to the
I've been
pigs.
taking your friend here out for trips around the field. Good exercise. Yeah.
Dark.
Oh, yes. Your pig is still hungry, and with the addicts gone, he'll eat the onions himself. We might as well top up the supplies in case the meat runs out.
What meat?
Meals. I meant in case his meals run out.
Fair enough. I
That
could
should keep
debate
us
that.
safe if more addicts appear. I suppose the next thing to do is turn on the machine and see how well it works.
You sure this will work?
Well, you built the thing. I doubt the pig will be much use just from this, but he'll look just grand. And that's all we need. If the pig looks good and you can pretend that the trick works, we're set.
Train pig. Rare pig machine. I'm pumped for this cutscene. Here goes nothing. What the fuck? Oh my god.
I think this might need a little work. Well, I guess it's better than nothing. Come here, you.
The idea of just strapping an altar to the back of a pig. It's the perfect kind of RuneScape quest, just commenting on how strange it is that you have to go to a physical place to retrain your prayer. It's unusual in a MMO. Machine worked.
It does, although I think I should give it a tweak while you're away. Maybe I can dig up some of the clothes, packs, and armor buried in the field
What?
to equip the pigs a little better.
What do you have clothes and stuff
People
buried in the
keep on
field?
dropping things in there, like old clothes, hats, money, personal possessions, and unwanted limbs. I buried them in the field to keep the place from getting untidy. Look,
It's
it's a
like
farming
Snatch, I
thing.
think, has the
You
guy
wouldn't
that
understand.
feeds every one of his pigs. I suppose.
Anyway, take that pig round the big cities to show it off. Lumbridge Castle Courtyard, Varrock Marketplace, Ardugny Marketplace, and near the North Falador Gate would be the best places to give it a try.
You pronounce that Ardunia? Okay, I say Arduin, which is fine.
If nothing else, they're next to those lodestone things, so you can teleport there with the pig easily. Don't be frightened to let the pig walk with you. Just put him down on the ground when you want to show him off, and pick him up when you're done. Here, this should help your memory.
Okay.
Now, go and show the
It was
world
Lumbridge,
what a
Varrock,
pig
Arduin,
can do.
Falador.
And if you don't like the name Martin gave your pig, you can go and change it with him now. He's all yours.
Okay. Lumbridge. Triggers right when I run in here, question mark? Or do I need to, like, take the pig out of my pack first? Oh, here we go. What?
Hey there, stranger. Why do you have a pig following you around?
Is it pig wrestling day already? I need to get my wrestling hat.
More than just wrestle. An altar dedicated to the gods in a general non-denominational way.
Is that really, holy?
Will it work with Zamorak? As a secret cultist, it can be difficult to find an altar when I need one.
I love this. I'm so glad. I think this is because I picked prayer as the option. Probably not sacrilegious to any of
What a
them.
useful ability. I had no idea pigs could be used for spiritual tasks like this.
So good.
But just out of interest, where can we get trained pigs like this?
Yes, we've had to cancel the last 3 pig wrestling days because we couldn't find one. We had to use a goblin in the end.
It just wasn't the same.
That's a great idea. 3 cheers for this passing stranger and his performing pig.
All right. Varrock Marketplace, on it. And that's like up here. There it goes. Raise all the
That's a
pigs you'll
great
ever
idea.
need.
3 cheers for this passing stranger and his performing pig.
Easy. Felder Northgate. Okay. We've got the Felder cutscene here.
That's a great idea.
Okay, same cutscene after the first one. That makes sense. And here's Arduin Marketplace, I assume. Yeah, there it goes.
That's a great idea. 3 cheers for...
Just skipping ends, I've already seen it. Go back to Eli, got it.
Worked.
Back to Eli.
We've had about a dozen people come by asking to buy breeding pairs of pigs. Others have put in orders for pig training equipment too.
Okay.
I hear that Martin's in the same position. You've saved the pig population from going extinct.
Worth it.
Only thing is, what with my pigs being moved underground, they think that's the way to raise them.
Okay, so we don't see pigs on the
I
surface.
suppose you're right. Just means that if you want to get bacon at the main cities, you'll have to keep an eye out for pig pits instead of pig sties. In a year or so, we can start letting people in on the secret of bacon. In the meantime, you can come and see me whenever you want more. This calls for a fry-up.
All right, quest complete. Bringing home the bacon. Summon 3 types of pig familiar. Okay, hence the summoning requirement. Oh my god, music. Alright, that quest was Bringing Home the Bacon. This is an extremely silly comedy quest, probably sourced on the idea that pigs were technically in Old School RuneScape or RS2 in Martin the Master Gardener's pen, but otherwise were never seen anywhere else in the game. Kind of similar to the running gag about there being no horses in the RuneScape universe. It features the main NPC, Eli Bacon, who is the inventor of bacon in this universe. He comes up with the idea of cooking pigs for the first time, and he wants to, monopolize bacon, but he also wants a whole bunch of people to start raising pigs for reasons other than bacon. So he has you come up with your own idea for a use case for pigs, because I guess everybody in the RuneScape universe thinks that pigs are totally useless and they're only used for pig wrestling. So when I did the quest, I came up with the idea for pigs to carry prayer altars around, which that's one of the rewards for completing the quest. You can have a pig that has a little prayer altar strapped to its back so you can refill prayer on the go. It's really goofy. There are a couple of really funny Monty Python-esque segments, and it's repeatedly hinted that Eli Bacon also makes human meat. Anyway, it was a pretty funny one to unlock a weekly there.
Can I help you with something?
Song Glutton for Nourishment.
Very well. I have some things for you if you want them.
Okay, so I have to pick between bacon and trained pig familiars, and I don't know which one is better, so I'm gonna look it up on the wiki really quick. It looks like I can get bacon by killing the pigs down here. So taking bacon I don't think makes sense. So I think I want the familiars.
I've sent them to your back. Anything else you need?
Okay, well that's my weekly.
Right, see you later.
There's still the broken home quest, but I guess I'll do it next week. I don't want to be doing it under a time pressure. I've got like an hour left, and it sounds like it's kind of a long quest, so. We almost did all of the weeklies that I possibly care about. I just have that one hanging over my head. Let me see what's up with these familiars really fast. Prayer Pig Pouch. Restores prayer points. Amount restored depends on the familiar's tier. Increase familiar's tier by upgrading the machine on Eli's farm. Bacon Blast. Launches flaming bacon at your target, dealing magic damage. That's pretty funny. I don't know if that's like less efficient than a prayer potion, given that it only restores a flat amount of prayer points and gets improved by upgrading it, but that's still pretty neat. I guess I'll take that once a week. I don't know how often I'm going to use it, but it's still pretty funny. I guess I'm going to go try to do Broken Home. I think I have to, like, to benefit from the weekly, I'll have to do it again. So, probably don't have time, but I'll try. I guess if I do it again, you don't have to watch me do it again. I guess the start location's here in Silvaria. Interesting. There's a ghost in the house. It's killing everyone. Okay. Found something exploring the levels below the basement. Okay, there's a bank deposit box here. I appreciate that. I'll have to walk all the way back. This house looks dark, spooky, and dangerous. Sure. That's pretty creepy. World map is replaced with the map of the house. Crucial for navigation and finding locked doors. All doors feature a peek option. If you think something dangerous is behind the door, you should peek first. Check what's lurking on the other side. Interesting. Oh, it's kind of like, this is like the entrance to the Resident Evil 1 mansion. Whoa, first person. That's cool. It's like a horror quest. Feel safe in this room. Progress will only be saved when you enter save rooms. It is a Resident Evil quest. Oh, that's really neat. You die, log out, or leave. You return your last save point. Okay, so I don't want to feel rushed to do this because this seems like a really cool quest concept, and I only have like an hour left in my session. So I'm gonna close out, and if I'll miss this weekly, that's okay. But then after I do this, I'll have all the weeklies unlocked that I want to have unlocked. I guess for my remaining time, I'm just going to work on... I need to finish herb lore, and I need to get some more guams for the divine herb site. So I guess I'll make whatever potions I can out of my existing herbs, and then I'll go farm Chaos Druids to get to 50. One of the reasons I want to do Flash Powder Factory is I anticipate herb lore is going to be a really annoying skill for me to level on an Ironman, and it sounds like one of the rewards makes it so that you gain the XP for cleaning an herb whenever you make an unfinished potion. Which isn't a lot, but I bet it adds up over time if you're making, you know, thousands and thousands and thousands of unfinished potions. There's herb lore 49. I'm probably going to have to farm Chaos Druid. I don't think I have enough potion ingredients to get to 50. Hit points 39. Attack 43. Working on 50. I might want to stay on attack. I feel like your weapon is really important in this compared to the effective strength. We'll see. Alright, making super attacks and probably just going to burn the rest of the herbs. Just doesn't seem worth the trouble of getting secondaries. Alright, I didn't stay at Chaos Druid super long, only until they first went tolerant, and didn't hop for herbs, and it only got me about halfway to 50, so I'm going to have to go back. Attack 44, completely forgot to bring my herb bag here, so I'm just trying to burn the herbs as I get them. Hopefully not have to make another trip here. Fire making 36. Okay, I have just enough irrits to get my level up here. When I come back, it's going to be after the weekly reset, so I'm going to do all my dailies and weeklies as much as I can. I'm going to grind out 75 thieving, which shouldn't take too long. And then I'm going to have to check out the flash powder factory as much as I can. I want to record as much of my reaction to that as possible. So I'm going to play it on mobile while I travel over this upcoming weekend while it's a spotlight event. I might, while I'm traveling, redeem some of the outfits because I think some of them actually help inside the minigame. And I'll likely do all of my dailies and stuff while I'm on my phone, so I'll just have to come back at the end of that and report all the changes. It's like 12 hours later, and this guy is still here. I've looked up his stats. It's expected him to be like 200 million divination XP, but he's only 84. Maybe it's because he hasn't hopped and this only updates when you hop or something. I had to compete with some guy who kept like intentionally using his robot at the same time as me. It's very annoying. All right, so I need to focus. I need to go hard on my dailies and get my weeklies done because the weekly reset just happened. And then I'm gonna finish the 75 thieving grind, and then we're gonna do a bunch of flash powder factories so I can record all my reactions to it. All right, first and most important weekly, Irby Werby. I think we have to do this for 2 weeks, and then we'll have enough points to upgrade the herb sack again, which should be nice. Doing this time with 50 herb lore, so getting way more XP per grab, so that's quite nice. I don't get a full level up anymore though. All right, got 100 points. Didn't quite get an herb lore level, but got a good chunk of the way to 51. I guess that means I probably don't have to do this once I get all the things I want from the reward shop, which would be great. More weeklies that I can never have to do again would bring me a lot of joy. I guess I need to eventually get the totem base and top, because I think I can only get it here. And the herb bag upgrade, and I guess throwing lamps. Okay, so we're gonna wait for the herb bag upgrade, of course. Reassign these guys to catch them up so they're gathering the same things. Need 20k each for these, so let's do 5, 5, and 5, I think. We're gonna do familiarization next and see how much better it is with infinite run energy from the spa pool. Insane, that's a 21-minute buff. Whatever, it's fine. I think I just missed the start of familiarization. I added it to tracking. Yeah, I'll go do other stuff then. Dungeoneering 22. I don't know if getting dungeoneering levels outside of the minigame is actually bad. It means I'm not getting dungeoneering tokens or something, but whatever, it's only coming from this minigame. Rare 43, what a depressing level. I would be so stoked if Protect from Melee worked like it did and you could still prayer flick, because like the feeling of suddenly being able to, with high skill cap, be invulnerable at content if you want to be really attentive with it is strong, and here I just don't think it matters. I mean, it might matter later. I know there's a prayer in this game, I've heard of it. It's called Soul Split. It causes you to regen health when you attack and kind of creates that invulnerability feeling, but farming 37. Is that a significant level? It seems like a familiar number. I guess not, it doesn't report anything. Alright, Meg is back. Let's see how it went. I think I gave her one good answer and
horrible.
2 excellent.
With my life.
Oh, that sucks.
I must have gotten your advice mixed up. I'm so sorry.
That's really bad.
I'm such a fool. I'll do better next time. I really will.
It means I get
Please
a really
don't
shit
me. I know
lamp
I can
reward.
be a better adventurer. I just need practice.
Oof. Okay, well, I know to cancel out now if she gives me something that I don't have a high enough skill level to advise her on.
Hi, it's so...
How are your adventures
Well,
going?
I was about to go...
Advice. Ask away.
Okay, so I went to Lumbridge and I noticed the vast wealth difference between...
Oh, apparently this first question is a thieving question, and I have like really high thieving. I should be okay there. So I think I can just re-roll
it's
here.
so- Well... Okay, so I went to Lumbridge
Oh no, it's
and
the same.
It's
It's gonna give me
not,
different
I'm
prompts
very-
this time. I might not have any way to get...
Hi, it... Well...
Let's shut up, Meg is an option.
Okay, I mean, it's not... So I'm going...
No, these are my best options. Oh well. I guess take the wealth in small batches over time is the best possible one. Actually, disguise is maybe...
Yep, got that. I found a waterfall I need to scale down. What's the best thing to do?
Sure you do the rope. You find a path nearby.
Good idea.
Cool, I like some of
Do you
her
have any
questions or
advice for
references to
dealing with
specific
magical
quests.
traps?
Research them carefully.
Thanks for the advice. You're the best. Okay, I shall try not to die.
Good luck, Meg. Bye. 6,000 coins. Oof. Oh, you don't have a choice what the lamp is. Okay, that changes things. I thought you could like pick what skill to put it on. It's not great, but it could be worse. Doing Wisps of the Grove now. Much more straightforward than they make it seem on the wiki. Full in yellow only. I guess that's lucky. Turning over these wisps. Give offering. Sweet. Hunter 26. I'll take it. Doing the new Ashdale weekly, which I guess I can do twice a week. I get the weeklies done first, and then the dailies. Once Broken Home is done, it's going to be a relief. I'm finally going to feel like I can play the game, I think. I hope. I hope. The dailies are becoming something of a burden. Nemi Forest and Fish Flingers in particular are... Just the fact that I have like multiple hours locked up where I have to pay attention to certain times of day is already not super great. Alright. Fortunately, this is a pretty quick fight. Pretty low brain power for the most part. I don't know if it makes the most sense to just like focus down each tentacle rather than try to dodge the attack. Nice, quick and straightforward. Name reward, a black pearl. I'm just gonna keep dumping all these on summoning. I think it's the most annoying skill. Maybe it becomes less annoying later in Slayer or something. Up to 9,454 bonus XP sitting on summoning. Getting my reward from Eli. I think we keep doing the familiars.
I've sent them to you.
3 familiars seem good. Guess if I do familiarization, it's at the expense of Gothic's cash, which is fine. I can do it the following hour. I am gonna do penguin hide and seek while I wait for familiarization. I got my first penguin. I need to see if I can go to Yatazo without doing Fermentic Trials. Hey, it says it upgraded the range of the scan function of the spy device. That's cool. Anytime I'm waiting for a daily like this, I'm just gonna make arrow shafts from nearby oak trees. It seems like it's nice that since you don't have to carry tools around with you, you can basically always do that, and it's inventory neutral. All right, here we go for familiarization. This time I'm just gonna go real fast, I guess. Good mix. Help us gather more raw shards. I'll have a go. It seems like if you have the infinite run energy, you could just run from shard to shard and ignore everything, which sounds great. If I can completely ignore them, I guess I'll try somewhat. Do the outside and then the inside, I think. This is a little sad because I feel like this like completely like cheats the minigame. I kind of like the minigame when I had to do it for real. I'm glad I did it for real at least once. I guess at some point I'll try to do Nemi Forest for real, but I think since that's associated with a raid, it's kind of hard to do it. Like it's not intended to be solo. Yeah, the whole point is that you have virtually no run energy, right? This is like 10 times faster than doing it legit. It's comically faster. Guess if Jagex didn't want you to do this, they would, you know, make it so that the spa boost doesn't work when you're transformed. It seems like run energy already works differently when you're transformed, right? Like, you drain it way faster in here than you would normally, so it's weird that they haven't ignored active spa buffs. But I think it's worked this way for like maybe over a decade. I don't know how old familiarization is in particular. I've talked a lot during my old school playthrough about like the penalty for attempting unfamiliar content. That's just like trying something novel for the first time. I call it like the novelty hump maybe, where if you just know that familiarization is a mini game and you conceptually understand, oh, it's like a stealth thing where you're supposed to run around and avoid enemies. Like the gap between kind of conceptually broadly understanding it and actually doing it is insanely huge. And when you're trying to plan out your day in a game like this, where you have all kinds of choices, it's very easy to just pick something that's not novel, that you're familiar with, than to try something. Part of the reason I want to do all these weeklies is because I want to get to the point where I can just have no fear of familiarization, have no, you know, novelty hump to get over, to just kind of hop right in there and get it over with, which I think we're already there. It definitely seems like, without making any kind of concentrated effort to avoid the ones that are hunting me, I may finish this with way more than enough energy. So, summoning ingredients, please. Another piece. Nice. That's a cool looking set. 278 jugs of water, not so great. 84 fish bowls, which in old school would be an interesting drop for an Ironman because it would qualify you for a diary step that's otherwise kind of annoying to get. I think this is the last penguin I can access. Oh, really? It requires a quest I haven't done, unfortunately. Not all the ones I can do, so I'm gonna go turn it in really quick. I like how these unlocks are automatic, but the ones for the whirligig scarabs or whatever at Het's Oasis, whatever, it's fine. It should work the same way, it should just be automatic. But I have enough points for the huge XP lamp. At some point I need to accrue 50 of these points, but I'll wait to worry about that. It's just for like an achievement that I don't think matters. I'll wait to do it until I have way more penguins, because I need the XP now. Summoning, please. Thank you. Summoning 33. Alright, doing the big top event. You've already seen me react to the whole thing, so I guess I'll just report the final results. Clear out the summoning update. Alright, agility went pretty well. Score of 814, 9,650 XP. It's not too bad. Well, it's like less than 10% of the way to the level up, but that's okay. Magic 32. Pretty good magic XP here. Missed a level a second ago. It requires that I not screw it up though, right? There it is. Magic 34, and I missed 33. Range 24. Can you tell I'm chewing? 25 ranged. Range 26. Got really lucky on the range performance. Much better than last time. Yeah, 34 magic, 26 range, and of course no agility level. And my hanky points, this is relatively fast. It's only a little annoying. I think this is probably the fastest way to do it. Max hanky points obtained. Checkpoints. Get to claim my reward. This used to do something more interesting. It might be worse XP per hour than safe cracking. Alright, I'm gonna do fish flingers real fast. Alright, doing fish flingers. Here we go. Alright, I gotta switch worlds, don't I? World 80, I think? Fishing 43. One more of these for today. When I did this minigame the first time, I was kind of baffled by how, like, bizarre and amateurish it was. But I was like, yeah, you know, at least it's pretty easy. That helps. But now I've done it enough times that I've come back around to hating it. It takes just long enough to be frustrating. It's like 7 minutes or something, especially if there's another player in the room. And I wish you only had to do it once. Limiting you to 100 points per run. I guess if they didn't limit you to 100 points per run, you could try to get maybe like 150 points in your first run and then quickly come in and get out your second run. Maybe screw over fewer people, right? If you're in the room with other people, you're actively screwing them over. Alright, second cache complete. I think I'm gonna get 1 level per day now. That's 70 divination. And it's alright, let me go to a community divination server. Hold on. In general, I wish this wasn't like a timed buff at all, but if it's going to be a timed buff, I wish it was like it gives you like an item that you can open that triggers the buff. I guess they're trying to do a thing where like everyone has the buff from the cache at the same time, and so they're all community training it at the same time, but I don't know. It's got Hunter 27 from catching a Chronicle fragment. I feel like it's such a weird like tragedy of the commons. I don't know, maybe that's not a bystander effect. Why? Under what circumstances would you get people to put Chronicle fragments in the energy rift? Like, I feel like everyone needs to be talking, and you need to have a ton of fragments in between each other. Maybe it made sense when divination launched as a skill and everybody was training it at the same time, but right now it just seems like an unnecessary risk to dump them in there when you can get guaranteed XP. Oh, I guess now that I'm 70 divination, I'm getting divination fragments, which I think also require invention, which I need to get divination to 84 anyway, so I wasn't able to record there for a second, but I got 30 runecraft while doing my Wicked Hood daily and 47 woodcutting while picking up some more arrow shafts for standing around in this lobby. All right, fishing 44. Done with this for today. So I have 64 fish tokens, 64 medals. When I finish getting the boots, then I'm going to start working through the tackle boxes, I guess. All right, I'm going to try Broken Home again. I'm back at my save point from before. I love that they have safe rooms. It's basically Resident Evil. Like, this is the entrance hall from the Resident Evil mansion. It's really cool stuff. Excited to see how this quest actually works. I guess I'll use a guide for it on future attempts, but I just want to try it for now that I don't know what I'm doing. So I probably need to record everything I do here. Oh, that's spooky. Maybe we don't want to enter rooms with spooky ghosts. I like the peek mechanic. That's really cool. Is there going to be a dog hallway? This is where the dogs are in Resident Evil. This looks like a normal room. It's a picture of a raven engraved on the handle. Yeah, it's Resident Evil. I got it. Awesome. Some of the quests in RS3 are really good. Like, I'm having a great time with them. There's something spooky over here. What if they do a thing where like a jump scare like Silent Hill 4, right? When you're peeking through the keyhole. Safe. Scythe, got it. Spider. Okay, so I think I have to go in one of the ghost rooms. I've tried everything else, unless if there's a secret here somewhere. I guess I haven't looked fully in the save room. If there's loot in there, I can try that. Also don't think there's an alternate exit from the save room. I think it said if you use the map, it tracks it for you. Oh, that's so good. Grand Hall, Library, Hall of Armor. There's a piano room. Okay, yeah. Good stuff. Oh, yeah, there's a chest and a grandfather clock. Okay, yep. Mystery meat. Probably don't want to eat the mystery meat. That seems like a bad idea. Like, it seems like they went to the trouble of making this their own thing. But it's very clearly inspired by Resident Evil. Whoa! Holy shit! That's like unexpected for this game. Oh, I love the fixed camera angle. Wow, that's so good. Okay, forget the Sunken Tutorial Island quest. This quest is awesome. Skull. All right, I probably need to save. We got the clock hands now. Eye gem. Okay, so I got a gem. I save whenever I enter this room. I think it's only when I enter the room. And also, I assume whenever you see this mist that there's a ghost behind it. Looks like it. I don't know if it moves around occasionally or what the deal is with that. Unbolted the door. Is this gonna be a one-way door shortcut? Okay, cool. Got the Raven key, which I think was it upstairs? Maybe it was this one. You open the door with the Raven key. Okay. Confirming there's no dogs. Oh, there's a spooky ghost child. Creepy. I love they really went to some trouble to make the first person view look good. Got in here. Search the desk. Notes. All the doors and windows are sealed, made lethal by his fury. There's a second ghost, a little boy. Son, we lost to a tragedy. There's a sealed door in the basement. Perhaps it leads to an escape, or perhaps there's something down there which put the old ghost to rest. Okay. There's a lab in the basement. Oh, I should have peeked. Okay, we lucked out. Temporal magic seal. Pile of books. Oh, we're doing a cool puzzle here? Huh. I'm guessing we learned the color pattern somewhere else. First book causes the whole pile to topple over. Second book doesn't seem right either. Okay, so it's not purple and green on the bottom. Fake green instead. Pile books seem to stay in place. As you put them back, you notice something falling. 2 eye gems. Okay, we got 3 of those now. I have to share this with some of my viewers who don't give a shit about RuneScape but like Resident Evil, because this is a pretty cool little homage, I think. Seems safe, although there's the window, the dog windows. I wonder if they're gonna do a jump scare here with the dogs later. That would be really mean. Okay, temporal magic seal. Where's jammed shut? Should we peek first? Got a statue puzzle. Right-click one to reset the room. Okay. Okay, so I have to push them to get around in here at all. I see. Up here, presumably, we get to that green spot. I love all the forced camera perspectives here. It's really nice. I think that maybe was a mistake. Actually, no, I can push these two and then push that one down and then I can get to the green thing. I like the general lack of music in here, too. Another eye gem. Okay, so I have 4 of those now. Still expecting to get attacked by dogs in this room at some point. See what's the deal with the other one. I really want a save point. Tempted to like back up to try to get to a save point. Oh hey, okay, this can get me to a save point. Does not open from the side doors. Very cool. Love to see it. Let's go save. The idea of the quest having save rooms, like that really achieves the feel of Resident Evil, I think. Like, I haven't had anything bad happen to me yet. But they're suggesting bad things can happen to me, which is cool. I don't think I've ever seen an MMO mess around with that concept. Giving you a save file for a quest. So, gotta find out what's in here. 2 ghost children. This feels eminently solvable too as a blind player. Like, I'm not using a guide. I'm just kind of, you know, using Resident Evil vision. That seems to work just fine. I should have peeked. Whoops. Hopefully I don't die. That lady who got grabbed by the wall monster was pretty freaky. There's a horror quest there's like a Halloween event horror quest in OSRS, but it's like Scream, and it's pretty cheesy. This one's actually kind of creepy. Smart uses me greatly. These riches were made in the trade of runes. Okay. Spider key. Fragment of the spell. Okay, cool. Learning things. Does not open from this side. I've encountered the spider door. I'm trying to remember where it was. I don't think I saw it recently. Just tracks which ones are locked. Okay. It's the scythe door. The one over here was locked as well. Open the door with the spider key. Which I should probably back up and save really quick. I'm gonna play this like a Resident Evil. I'm gonna excessively save. That would be the extra mean thing if they did ink ribbons for typewriters. I'm glad that Resident Evil ended up doing away with that. It didn't work as well as you think it might. So you feel safe in this room, and then it plays a little safe room music. Should turn up the music a little bit. This game's already pretty quiet, but it's really quiet in this quest. There's like no voice acting. Oh shit. Is he just moving around? So I don't know if that means I need to like transition a few other rooms to get him to leave. What I don't know is if he is able to like chase me. Like, he can like open a door while I'm in a room, or if it's just a limitation of the engine that I can only get in trouble with him on the instant I enter a room, right? It's creepy. He's not here now. Shit, I should have peeked. Dead servant. Pry the object free. Another eye gem. Okay, I got a ton of those now. Don't do a shower curtain. Boo. Oh, that's messed up. I'm gonna die. Faceless servant. Oh, this is straight out of Silent Hill 3. Wow, that's actually really good horror. That's really good. Get the statue key. You're like that's like straight out of Silent Hill. Like, clearly Resident Evil is the inspiration here, but like having the scary faceless lady who doesn't hurt you that you can just like search, that's good stuff. I'm gonna keep like every quest I do in RS3 is gonna be my favorite quest. I'm really impressed. I'm guessing if you're watching this because I recommended it to you because you like Resident Evil and you're like, I don't get it, it looks like a shitty PS2 game. Trust me, this is insanely impressive for what this game is capable of doing. I've seen a couple other video games like do everything in their engine to like ape another genre, and this is one of the most impressive examples I've seen. I feel like the curtain in that room was kind of subbing for the room in Silent Hill 3 with the mirror. Okay, so I could go that way. I don't know what the mystery meat is for. I probably do want... Oh, it's a staircase. Fuck. God damn it. The doll door. Okay. They've picked really good, like, emblems for the doors without directly ripping off either game, Resident Evil or Silent Hill. Should check what year this quest came out. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. That's cool that it gives you a chance to run away once he starts to attack you. I think it's really neat that you don't just like die instantly. Spooky kid. Oh, well, let me talk to him. Cool. Right, here's the statue key door. I should have peeked. It's a creepy statue. There's another eye gem. How many sockets does it have? It has both eye gems. So there must be several of these. There are. This is like an Uber puzzle, basically. Gotcha. Latch unlocking on a nearby door. Actually, let's peek. I've been kind of fast and loose with not peeking here. Okay, so this is the last one, and there's like a secret door in this one, it looks like. There is a scythe key on the ground, so I had to come here first. But there's 2 more eye gems, it looks like. Scythe key, I think, was the main hallway. Right, where's this go? Oh, peak, right. Tusks. That room is straight out of Resident Evil. With like the little divider in the center and the bust. Wonder if they have other quests that are like this for some game or movie that I haven't seen. I'm pretty impressed with the way that this is like doing its homage without being super literal in most cases. All right, let's go save, and I'll try out the scythe key. It's cool that they replaced the world map in here too. Alright, so we are limited in locked doors on the ground floor. I think the scythe key was on the 2nd floor, if I recall. We're here on the right. Yeah. More scrolls, that's good. Need those. So I can't actually get them. I think this is our first dead-end room with nothing in it. Just making 100% sure that I'm not missing some loot or something. Unless it's a room to hide in, which I don't like that. Dagger. Voice comes from behind the door. Who is it? Who's there? Get away. I'm trying to deal with the ghosts. Don't repeat my mistake. Disturb something ancient. Don't go into the basement. Okay. Sweet. And there's nobody there. Dude. Okay, so we have our shortcut here. It just makes that way easier to get back. Hey, a new save room. That's exciting. More mystery meat. Wonder if that actually, like, can heal you. Piano key and the skull key. Okay. Scream from the door. The main hall to the west. Check the keyhole. Oh, geez. You're doing a Silent Hill 4 thing? Yeah. That's like right out of Silent Hill 4. Something heavy is wedged against the other side. So I gotta go all the way through my... Does not open from this side door. And like a Resident Evil game, like this is very linear. Because we had the iGem Uber puzzle as a way to kind of break it up and make it a little bit less linear, but that's the same structure. Something has placed something over the keyhole on the other side of the store, making it impossible to peek in. That's the noose room. I didn't even think to check that before. I need to look for more locked doors. Probably need to work my way to the piano room. I think there's a couple rooms I haven't had the opportunity to explore. There's a temporal seal. All of armor, which we already did. Creepy kid. Door is jammed shut, but I can see the pictures, which is kind of cool, through the keyhole. Oh yeah. There's a ghost through that door. I don't know if peeking just passes enough time that it's not a problem anymore. It might be. The armor room is also pretty similar to a puzzle in Resident Evil. We're doing the equivalent of the dog room? That's great. I love that it happens on your way back through the room. And it's not literally dogs, right? Like it's the same idea. You get surprised. Okay, I've already done what I need to do in that room anyway. Right. Oh shit, this whole room is poisoned now. Windows have all been shattered. I don't think I heal in the safe room. I have to like use my meat to heal, which is really cruel. I don't know if that is the skull door. In fact, I may have attempted to look there and there was a ghost before I tried the lock. I like the poison keeps you from checking the body that's blocking the door upstairs. That's clever. It is the skull key. Okay. I didn't realize the ghost could move. seems worth going in. Like, oh, the lorem ipsum text on the wall. Does it all say lorem ipsum? It does say lorem ipsum. Cute. Madness, they call it. Maybe it is madness. So this is from Ormod the Ghost. Tear it to pieces. Another fragment of the spell. Combine. Still have parts missing. Okay. That's spooky. Ghostly waif. Yeah, this is also that same puzzle from Silent Hill 3. This isn't really a puzzle. Tilt your head to match her. Big beaming smile. Pretty creepy. Which side needs protecting from which? Stares at you. Creepy. Yeah, I feel like they have a good, whoever wrote this quest, like, is clearly a fan of solid horror, like Silent Hill. They understand what not to do, right? Here's a piano room. Add the missing note and play it. Hear a clunk nearby. Little secret door here. Shit, more poison. I'm taking damage the whole time. Another eye gem. I really like the poison concept, that's clever. See how the meat system works. I'm a little worried, to be honest. Find one more eye gem somewhere. Miss another secret over this way. I already saw. Oh, am I just on the other side of the same glass barrier? That's why I'm confused, I think. And now she's on the other side. I like that the poison happens multiple times in a way that's unavoidable. Like you're guaranteed to take damage. Oh god, are we going down to the basement? Don't like that. So there's a secret door here, but it's bolted. Okay, we get more food, I hope. Must have at least level 30 in all skills to open this chest. Okay, so I don't think I get to do that until after the quest is over anyway. I could do base 30, that's a reasonable objective. Doesn't open from this side. I see where they let you replay this quest weekly. It's pretty cool. I hope it's not literally just the same one, but even if it is the same one, I could see people wanting to do it again. Lever key. Drank the poison himself. I think I found the cleaver door already. Oh good, another safe room. Thanks, Kame. Gonna give me another mystery meat? Yeah. I think that's my only way to heal. Nervous to use it. Peek inside in case there's like miasma that I have to quickly dodge. There's not, but there's flying knives everywhere. That's a little spooky. Oh, running on the broken glass slices up your feet. Interesting. It wanted me to do just that. Slicing up my feet from broken glass. What is this? Oh, there's a wine barrel I have to inspect. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Is this Die Hard? Oh, it's really hard to get back out. Okay, just barely. Let me write that down just in case it comes out. GA 07 5th age. An excellent vintage. Not quite as good as 06 or 10 though. Get the gag. Alright, the ghost is at this door, so I don't want to sneak out right now. I like that they have that little mist thing. Appreciate that they do that. He's adjacent to this room right now. That chair just moved. Cauldron could be used for mixing ingredients. Okay, can't use. I thought maybe I could like mix the meat together like you can mix herbs. Chest of drawers. Interesting. Sucking, transporting, and squirting liquid. Normal. Pig on a hook. I have to search inside of it. Smell is repulsive. Pool of festering bile. Okay, I got some pig bile. Sweet. Don't know what I need that for yet. Probably gonna get a recipe at some point. Search the furnace. Cracked and charred bones. Human ashes. Good. Great. Need to turn my run back on. I had it off from the broken glass. Add the human ashes to the cauldron. Add the pig bile to the cauldron. Alkaline concoction. Okay, so presumably that's something I can use to, like, melt a lock or something. Okay, so this one I just guessed because there were no other things to do, right? Cool. Someone bolts the door behind you. Creepy. I like how you can guess at the puzzles like you can in Resident Evil just by asking, like, why would this be here, unless if I was supposed to do something with it specifically. There's a ladder. Ghost is in that room. Seems bad. Frozen servant. Another chest in this room. I think these are the rewards for coming back and doing the quest again. Making sure I'm not mixing anything to pixel hunt for in here. Wait, no, it's just the chest. You want to enter? Yes. Investigate frozen servants. It's almost deafening. It's a key in her gaping mouth. Pull the key free. Alright, I found the doll key. That was great. A lot of good, like, little, I call them horror set pieces like that, right? Shit. Blocking from the other side. Well, they know the ghost is there. Still being blocked from the other side, okay. Doll key was a ways back, if I recall. Map. I have that ladder still. Let's do that. Climb ladder. Need a key to open that. Okay. Gotta remember there's a locked door down in the kitchen area. I really like that they make you do some of these scary rooms where it's like you hear the screaming and it forces you to go through. If it's bolted, I feel like I'm trapped. There must be another way, though. I'm glad I didn't rush this. I probably wouldn't have been able to finish it in the time that I had anyway, but I think there's got to be another door I'm missing since the main kitchen room bolted behind me. Doubt this is the doll key, right? Let's see. Oh, it's the key from the key hook. I didn't even see that. Snake key. So more miasma up here. Probably need to eat the meat soon. Back in the main hallway. I didn't realize there was a door there the whole time. I remember where the doll room was, but I'm just gonna try to run to avoid getting miasma'd. Library, Hall of Armor. I think if I go this way, I'm gonna end up passing through the dog hallway that also has poison in it. So. Oh shit, ghost. Bad timing on the ghost. If that was scripted, that would be perfect. Alright, I don't have any more locked doors on the ground floor. I think I have to eat one of these. Okay, so in the future, save those for when I'm like really low, because it's a full heal. I did not realize that. Don't actually remember which one specifically was the doll door. It's the noose one. I can't peek in there. It might be on the opposite side. I feel like I saw the doll door fairly late. Although if it was on this side, that would make sense, because this is where the windows first shattered. Say someone has bolted the other side. Okay. Oh yeah, that goes to the second floor. Okay. I might be able to go the long way around. It's down this way. This one. It's a room I'm speculating I have to use to hide in later. I'm not sure if that's true. That's the dagger door. Okay, so it's on the opposite side. I don't know if I can go in there again. I have to go there through the bottom floor. Yeah, that's the... Okay, so I went the wrong way, and I ended up taking some miasma damage as a result. Whoa! I don't like that. May have seen a warning that he was going to be here. Okay. So doll must have been... Oh, Jesus. Am I just seeing him more now? I don't like that. God, I'm already down to half health. I just gone the right direction last time. It's up the stairs. Oh shit, do not. I don't think it was downstairs, was it? It must have been, because that's my only stair option. Okay. Oh no, it's upstairs. Man, I'm gonna have to go through the miasma room again, aren't I? Jeez. Making sure there's not another way. Starting to get really nervous that I'm gonna die. I guess I'll get to reload. I don't know how the save points work, if it like remembers all the food I ate. I'm gonna retrace my steps from after we got the... Oh, right, this. I forgot about that. Shit. It was necessary because it was an iGem. I thought I only just found the doll door. Like, it would have to be marked on the map, right? Spooky glass barrier room. Up on both sides of. I'm hoping it doesn't end up being something stupid like the lock is missing, like it's supposed to be on the map, and I can't trust the map. I don't think that's right, though. This is a room with a truly forced camera angle. Like, I cannot change it once I go in. And it's like the classic Resident Evil camera angle. Okay, I think I have to go upstairs in here, but I have a feeling it's not going to let me. I guess we're about to find out the hard way. Interesting to see if the poison's on the second floor. Oh, it totally is. There is a body up against that door. Try to delay healing until the last second if I can. That's the dull key door. Okay, good. Right, we saw the staircase a while ago. There's the tusk key, which I think was downstairs. I want her hairbrush back. I miss her. I feel like I should probably heal now. They've done a really good job of balancing the damage you take. Don't think either of those were the tusk key. One is the noose and one is the dagger, so that must be the tusk key. So to that end, I need to be careful not to take unnecessary damage on my way. Really tempting to just heal now. How do I get into that initial room? This is just it right here. There we go, Tusk's key. Need one more iGem. Oh yeah, this room. This is the one that's like straight out of Resident Evil. I'm worried that I'm gonna get attacked as soon as I do this. Investigate the bust. Oh, creepy. Don't like that. Oh, geez. Search the thief. It's been down here. Okay, it's the second iGem, so I have to make it back to the statue room, which I don't think is marked. Check. Family chamber, master chamber, altar. I guess I remember what it looked like, right? It was like 4 quick rooms in a corner. Hall of armor, library. Yeah, it's not marked. That's mean. I should have been taking my own map notes. I might actually look at the VOD. I'm nervous enough about running out of resources now. I won't look at the... I do not want to look at the wiki guide. This is too cool of a quest to have it spoiled by the wiki. And it's very sight readable. But if I were like streaming this, I would ask chat to remind me where that room was. I just didn't write it down. I don't remember if there's a save room on this side. I'm already in danger of dying the next time I go into the poison hallway. Alright, just give me a sec to check the VOD. Okay, I checked the VOD. I think the statue room is on the side that I'm currently on, so I didn't like look specifically for where it was, but I'm pretty sure it's in this general area. Oh, no, 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 no. I think I clicked away before I took damage. I like the music that plays when you get aggroed. I think that's the exact same place where I just accidentally clicked on it before. Oh, here we go. Okay, good. I just didn't want to have to go all the way across the mansion, and I didn't want to check through all the rooms here. I guess they didn't mark it on the assumption that you could fit. Oh, yeah, I guess there's a grid of 4 there, aren't there? I thought it was much smaller than that. I like that they make you get the last 2 eye gems, and you really have to work for them. That's great. You hear the sound of a latch. Okay, it's probably time for me to eat another one of these mystery meats. Oh shit, Shrine of the Sun. Dark. The mother's hairbrush. Well, that was probably a bad idea. Probably about to get attacked now. Alright, the ghost kid mentioned wanting that back. I'd be too hasty with clicking doors if we see the ghost symbol appear on it. Oh shoot, did I get turned around? No, I didn't. Shit, I did it again. Oh, I clicked off that time and time. Whew. I like that it can happen while after you've already committed to opening the door. Shit. So I think the staircase again was here for the ghost. I appreciate that they give you an enter room button when you're peeking. Use mother's hairbrush. Here you go, kid. Who are you? Ghost who's haunting the mansion. Killing people. His guilt trapped him here. What can we do about it? Forgiveness could give him some reprieve. Oh, Jesus. The look on the protagonist. Wow. I got the noose key, and the stairs are broken now. Wow, that was really good. Holy shit. No, don't like that. Holy crap. Noose key was on the opposite side, but there's a dead guy right there. I need to go all the way around. Can I save? It's still gonna let me save? Got like a pursuer now? Jesus. I gotta go through another poison hallway too. Dude, that's so cool and freaky. It's still chasing me. don't think I have time to check the map. Open door. I feel like it's spawning right on top of you like that. That's mean. Lime cupboard. Oh no, we're in the basement. How could it be worse than this giant pursuing flesh monster? That seems bad. Does not seem like a good door. Last will and testament of Ormod Gulvis. Servant's been discharged. His life troubled him. Taken poison. I retired to my tomb and rest beside my wife. The voices call me murderer, but I know the history will remember me as an entrepreneur and visionary. Father was a crude tribesman. Grew wealthy from selling runes. Okay. True blame for her death lies with her. Okay, Ormod kind of sucks. That's not good. So he doesn't have any regrets. Eventually the Wizard's Tower. Dug deeper and deeper beneath the house. Okay, so he's just like crazy and just like let his son die. Murdered his nursemaid. This was the inevitable result of knowledge and experience of life itself. Seems obvious that a life which would take away a working man's wife and child is not a life worth living. I sealed the mansion with magic and hunted them one by one. To my sister, I leave the mansion and all of its contents. May it shelter you better than it has me. I think she was the lady outside where I got the quest. Dude, it's fucked up. It's like surprisingly grim for RuneScape. RuneScape does serious pretty well. I've seen so many like MMO attempts to do horror, and they're mostly like the Missile and Mystery Halloween quest in old school, where it's like kind of cheeky, very cheesy, doesn't really work. But I think this actually like works as a legit horror story. That's normal. Memorize the symbols on the wall. Perhaps they will be useful. Can't fit through people. Yeah, it left a room behind earlier because I was being chased by that thing. And bolted the door. Okay, so I'm back in the basement. Remember this room. I'm gonna back up really quick and just check that door that I missed in case there's a key item or something that I need. Or better yet, more food. Just an empty bathroom, it looks like. Okay, glad I checked. I think they want you to be a little freaked out when you get in this room. One of these rooms is a safe room. Is it this one? Okay. I don't have any more breadcrumbs, I don't think. Wasn't able to pick up the will, was I? Let me make sure, because I could bring that outside, I guess. Oh, I memorized the symbols. That's right. That was something new. Don't remember if I had a room where symbols would be helpful. Let's have to explore the rest of the basement. I think I need to do the knife room again, but I'll do it if I have to. Oh, I never actually went all the way down to the basement. Is there like a door here where I have to cast the symbols or something horrible? You unlock the door by entering the symbols you saw through the peephole. Okay. Man. Freaking me out, game. Got a little statue puzzle, it looks like. Alright, I just gotta figure out what lights them all up as purple. Okay, I can move them on and off, I see. One highlights the middle one. Might just be a matter of pushing them all. Okay. I like the little screen shake there. That was great. $50 in all skills. Oh, it's gonna be really great to come back here as I get to those level thresholds. It's a great reward for like base 10, base 20, and so on. They're giving me like a long hallway here, it feels like. Oh no. This is... It's nice that they're going to have me take the mountaineering gear. If they wanted to go full Silent Hill, they would just have you jump in the hole, right? Yeah, let's do it. That's another safe room. One more piece of mystery meat. Jesus. 60 in all skills. Read looks pages are brittle with age at the point of disintegration. Oh, we got new music down here too. Visitor's log. My name's scratched out. Chains key. Notes on insanity. Seem to be some parts missing. Wow, the composer, whatever song they did on here, I like how they suppress things that tell you unlock new music tracks. This sounds like a RuneScape attempt at an Akira Yamaoka song. I try to turn it up a little because I can barely hear it. I'm just gonna max these out. I can turn them down later. No more peeking. So I just had a save point. Level 70 in all skills. This is just like, it's like the RuneScape equivalent of having the laboratory at the bottom of the mansion, right? You can't do a laboratory, but you could do like a creepy horror dungeon. Okay, so we ended up coming all the way around there. I like that the music resets every time too. It's like very mean. Jammed shut. Let's look at a map down here. Chains key. The hallway is a little too creepy for my tastes. Yeah, this is very like Eternal Darkness-y now. Oh, it's the dagger key. I'm gonna have to go all the way back up with this. Forgot about the dagger key. Oh man. Don't like that. And the creature's still up there. There's a lot of mastery on display with this, like having the creature chase you and then it's not chasing you anymore once you're down here, but you like remember that it's back up there. I'm really interested. I'm gonna have to look at the wiki article after this. I'm curious which mods at Jagex made this. This is like the opposite of like a middle school dungeon master. It's very high quality, I think. Door was jammed. Okay. The reason to come down here is for the dagger key and to see that there's messed up stuff down here. You feel safe in this room, not for long. Okay, so I gotta meander my way back to the dagger key room. First floor. I'm gonna try to find it. It's the door, the long hallway that's blocked with the body. I can't believe they got away with this mystery meat thing. It's like a really fun idea, like save points and like actual limited healing in no region. I'm legitimately pretty tense here. Alright, I think we want to hit up the save room again. We want to take the shortcut. Assuming the monster is not in the same hallway. Probably is. Okay. I'm not ready. So I need to run north, east, south, west, and then the western edge door is going to be blocked, and then I have to go through the south door to get into the dagger room. I hate this. This is the room where I left behind the monster last time. It was like right on top of me when I went in here. There it is. Freaky as hell, man. Ingram's rantings. Doctor will not stop it. What else would I do? Not the courage to go out and face it, and so here I wait. Return to the house, I found a third ghost, a little girl. The girl seemed gentle. Girl and the monster are one. What curse could befall such a sweet child that caused her to manifest such unholy fury? His failure drove him from simple eccentricity to murderous lunacy. Okay. I have all 3 fragments. Break curse scroll. Oh god, they're gonna make me use it on the thing? Shit, I need to click on Ingram. Oh, is this the 90 in all skills chest? Okay, you have to finish the whole thing. I see. Alright, here we go. Try using it. Oh no! Apparently need to move further away from it. Oh, the lighting is supposed to be much creepier in here, but I had the skybox setting. Well, I'll deal with the original lighting requirement. Oh, when it loads your save, it gives you all the meat you're supposed to have access to. Okay, that reduces... I'm glad I didn't die up to that point, because I was really stressed out due to my lack of meat. I love that the monster insta-kills you if it's able to sit on top of you for long enough. That's like horrifying. It's the wrong way. So my guess is that I have to get away from it and then use the scroll on it from a distance. Yeah, the lighting here is actually incredible. Should have, I didn't realize that the skybox was messing around with the look and feel. Now I know, I guess. Things even like scarier. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. I think the track they compose also sounds like you're being hunted by a monster Resident Evil song. There's nothing in here. I guess it doesn't one-shot you. I was just low on health. It does like 200 damage, which is still a lot. Use break curse scroll on monster. Talk to monster. I love that. Didn't work? What are you talking about? What are you saying? Little girl. Rowena. Dreamed it was Rowena. I wanted to play. You are the little girl. Citizen of Centiston. Oh yeah, so Eternal Darkness as well. Killed her, I ate her. I'm sorry. I love that you cast a spell on it in this hallway, that it stands still and you have to go talk to it. That's so good. You ate the ghost of his dead son. I could consume him, or I could take Lenien's form and grant his father the forgiveness he seeks. That's a really cool choice at the end. I don't think he wants forgiveness. He was a piece of shit. He, like, killed his son on purpose. Let's do the nice thing. Main hall is dangerous. They make me walk back there? Oh, that's fucked up. Okay, this is the greatest quest in MMO history. This is really good. It's insane that they fit this in. It looks so good with the intended skybox. I'm so sorry for playing it with the midday skybox. I didn't realize that would override the intended settings for this. This room still hurts. AKA the dog hallway. Well, now I remembered my skybox settings. Maybe it's just supposed to do that the one time. I love the Lenian in quotes. Come closer. Never meant to hurt you. Put to rest. Glad I died at least once. I wasn't sure if the monster actually posed a threat, and it totally did. Yeah, that was fucking cool as hell. Okay, so that is not the lady in the will. One of the servants who escaped. Found him and put him to rest. No survivors. Awesome. Alright, that was Broken Home, an insanely cool quest, one that's heavily inspired by Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and Eternal Darkness a little bit too. I think understanding what makes this quest so cool is understanding how difficult it is to capture the game feel of a game in a totally different genre and a totally different engine. Like, RuneScape in particular is a point-and-click browser game from the late 90s, early 2000s. Not a great place to try to recreate the feel of a Resident Evil game. But I think they did an outstanding job. Like, they did forced camera perspective in a bunch of sequences. They made a unique and separate map for every hallway and room in the game, so you couldn't peek into other rooms. They added a save file system, which is like one of the coolest things about this quest. Like, you do not regenerate health. You have limited healing items, and you can save your game in save rooms like Resident Evil. I kind of don't want to spoil the quest for you. I did record the whole thing, so if you watch the whole thing, you're going to watch me getting lost in the hallways like I would in a normal horror game, but I think it's good enough to justify watching some of that. The puzzles were good, the ambience was good, the art's really good, there's a couple cutscenes that are outstanding. The things that threaten you in the quest are really threatening looking. The story fits into the world of Gielinor and has some legitimately good horror in it. There's some great horror set pieces that definitely draw more on Silent Hill or like Eternal Darkness than they do from Resident Evil. The main Resident Evil thing is the mansion and a lot of the like puzzle sequences. But anyway, you know, maybe this quest won't blow you away if you don't particularly care about how hard it is to make something like this happen in a game like RuneScape. But I thought it was outstanding, 10 out of 10. Play anything from the people who made this quest. Asylum Doctor's Ring causes monsters to drop undercooked mystery meat. This is my first ring. Oh, it has a decent stat bonus. Access to temporal chests in the mansion. Require up to level 90 in all non-elite skills. Broken Home hard mode. Well, that's the reason I did that, because it was listed as a weekly. The lamp can go on summoning. use the ring. Awesome. Well, thank you for watching that. I hope that was as enjoyable for you as it was for me. What a cool quest. Wow, I am looking at the rewards for repeating this, and they're pretty good. So there's all those chests for base level 10, 20, 30, and that's a one-time reward. So I guess I'll just get those when I go for the weekly. If you just complete the quest, generally you get a large XP lamp. I do want to recomplete it, but I just did it, so I don't know if I have it in me to like do it again immediately. So I'll do it maybe towards the end of the week. And then there's challenges, one of which gives you a really good ring, like a really cool ring called the Asylum Surgeon's Ring. But the challenges are insanely hard. Complete a replay without dying, which I came pretty close to doing, but I didn't get confused in the last room and not realize that I couldn't use the scroll on it while it was on top of me. I wouldn't have gotten the achievement because it has to be on a replay. Complete a replay without dying using 1 or fewer healing items. That seems possible, but extremely hard. Because you'd never be allowed to take damage from the ghost. And then the ring is complete a replay in under 37 minutes and complete both other challenges. It sounds nuts. Alright, I've stood here dumbfounded for a while, just kind of blown away by how good that quest was. But that means I'm officially done with all of my weekly prep work. I am going to do that again before the weekly reset next Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. I just don't want to do it right away back to back. I might try to do the challenges. It seems like it's worth trying to do all 3 at the same time. The speed run, not dying, and only using the 1 healing item. I'll have to like run a stopwatch so I know how close I am, because I'll be stressed out if I barely fail it. I can't use that ring until 85 defense, so there's not like a huge requirement for me to get it right away. And I don't care too much about the limited time chests in there, the one-time chests. They're not going to be worth too much XP right now, regardless. I can always go in there and get it later. Now I'm going to work on thieving. I need to get thieving to 75 so I can go check out the flash powder factory. 73 thieving. Get a comical amount of money from safe cracking. Like, I don't know why anyone would do... Well, at least anyone at my stage of the game would do anything else. And an insane amount of thieving XP. Speaking of insane thieving XP, level 74. My current loop is to do Al-Kharid, Scimitar Shop, and the other one across the street from it. And then teleport to Menaphos and do the 2 in the Menaphos Merchants District. Then I was doing the Wicked Hood and doing the 2 in the Runecraft Guild, but then by the time I made it back to Al-Kharid, the safe still hadn't respawned. Since I have the Wilderness Sword 1, it turns out that teleports you directly in front of this building, and it's an instant teleport, so it gets here much faster. So I'm adding 1 extra safe, which is just giving me a little bit more XP per hour. I don't think it's really going to matter, because I'm going to hit 75 and stop. Alright, just finished my safe cracking run. I'm really close to 75. I should get it when I turn in sulfur points here. Check out the flash powder factory. And in. Coins, please. Nice. Biz. Thieving 75. Pocket gnome. Quadruple loot from Fermentic. None of that matters. All that matters is the flash powder factory. Okay, that was a pretty big grind to get there. 75 agility took a long time. I guess 75 thieving was like very easy and very chill. And Herblore wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. Getting it to 50 was pretty reasonable given that Chaos Druid resource dungeon. So we're gonna pop down in here. I have not read the article on how this minigame works. It doesn't become a spotlight minigame until tomorrow, like the day I have to start traveling. Let me make 100% sure here. 2nd of June. So yeah, I'll be on a plane. But I want to check it out because I'm going to talk later about what I'm going to do while I'm traveling. I'm going to continue playing on my phone. I won't be able to record anything, but I'm going to try to do stuff that's boring. I'll likely get mining and smithing levels because I could just do that from my phone indefinitely, and I would like to get to 80 smithing somewhat soon, I guess. I want to try to do it before divination hits 80. But I want to do a lot of flash powder factory. My objective would be to spend Thaler on one of the outfits and Brian points on the other outfit. So we talked to Brian or Richard. See if he gives some basic tutorial. I'm ruined. Just the facts, sir. Hiring assistants. Are you in? How can I help out? Uses reagents, 2 different types designated A and B. Mixing those together in the presence of a catalyst makes flash powder. Provide you with 2 flasks, a funnel, and a stash of catalyst. Fill those flasks with 1 of each reagent. Mix the reagents in the mixing machine, then do it again as quickly as you may. Basically. What's the catch? Can't spend more than 15 minutes at a stretch. Will I be alone in there? I don't know if I need to do that on a dedicated world. I'll check here in a second. Yeah, I think pickpocketing other players is probably bad form, although it sounds like there's people who AFK the event when it's spotlit. You can pickpocket them pretty safely, because they're like just trying to get Thaler. They don't give a shit about Brian points, I guess. Enough instructions. Alright, let me see if there's a dedicated world for this. Flash powder factory. Probably people play in the minigame Spotlight world. Alright, well, we'll see if I end up doing it solo. Quick start. You must have an empty inventory to enter the factory. Okay. I only had to imagine what this is. I just know the name of the event and the skill requirement, and the fact that I should probably do it for the factory outfit and the herblore outfit. Okay, already don't know what's happening. Charge your funnel at the device. You'll now gain 10% points per batch for 100 seconds. Okay. Energy fuel. Okay, this is why we need agility, I guess. I don't know if I get, like, little bits of agility XP. Is it possible to traverse? It's hard to traverse, okay. Poorly stacked boxes. Well, this is a pretty silly minigame. It'd take me a while to figure out what the heck this even is. Nonsense at the moment. I guess maybe it's kind of like the Brimhaven Agility Arena, that I'm supposed to go to the 2 locations, like tag pillars together. I can try thinking of it like that. Reagent machine A, fill flask. Jeez, this is a really ridiculous. It's like the most OSHA violating factory of all time. Stable floor. Reagent machine B. Okay. I have A and B. I guess if I just follow the arrows, is that all I have to do? That's not too bad. I wanted to make sure this is something I could do on mobile. I won't be able to zoom out as much, but... 105 points, 0 from charge, 5 from apparatus, 0 from residue. Let's do that again now. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like the Brimhaven Agility Arena. You don't need to watch me do this over and over. I'm going to do it a couple times here. I'll report back if something new happens. We're going to do a guy here who was explaining the etiquette around pickpocketing. I actually clicked him and pickpocketed him by accident. He said people generally come here and AFK the minigame. They just stand by a little tower, especially during Spotlight. And that you're pretty fine, you just pickpocket them. I really don't know what the benefit of pickpocketing them is. I think it just gives you an extra apparatus. I don't know if that helps without having more catalyst. So I guess rubble's supposed to spawn in here occasionally, but I have no idea. It seems really hard to see. Hopefully I'll have an easier time with that if I end up playing this on mobile. Even if I try to zoom in more, it's like I can't make it out. Apparently gives you some Thaler even if it's not Spotlight Week. Interesting. What did I get? 79 reward points. Okay, and how many do I need? I don't think I'm actually allowed to redeem the lamps, not that I would. Oh, that's gonna take a minute. Alright, one of these is from Thaler and one of them is from both, so I think I want to do the one that's from Thaler with Thaler, obviously. Botanist mask. Okay, the factory outfit can be bought with Thaler. We definitely want to get the botanist outfit first. I think I've seen enough of that minigame. Maybe I should keep doing it until I get some rubble so we can see what the rubble looks like. Well, yeah, it definitely seems correct to wait until Spotlight Week if you need to get both outfits. Especially since the factory outfit mostly only helps you in the minigame. Like, it gives you extra time in the minigame, for example. It does look like factory outfit set is what gives you bonus Herblore XP for making unfinished potions, which is something I definitely want. I definitely want the full outfit, but it would suck to have to choose between it and the botanist outfit, and it seems like playing it during Spotlight Week will spare me that particular agony. Finally see some rubble over here. I'm gonna go loot it after I get my reagent. Alright, searching rubble is probably the last interesting thing you're gonna see from me from this minigame. Oh, you get an extra set of apparatus, that's kinda cool. I think that gives you a minor buff. Point gain. Yeah, apparently I just completely missed any rubble last game, but I'm seeing it now. Free catalyst powder. Yeah, this minigame, I'm not going to say that it's miserable. It's not the worst thing I've ever done. But it does feel very slow and clunky because it takes so long to traverse all of the obstacles. And it seems difficult to maintain high charge efficiently. So I will do this on my phone. Maybe I'll get good at it. I'm going to try to do it well enough that I'll be able to come out of that weekend of travel with the factory outfit and the herbalist outfit unlocked. I'm not sure it's worth the time. We'll see how much Thaler we get. That might make a difference. But it seems like the accrual rate of points versus the cost of the upgrades means this is like maybe comparable to getting full elite void in old school RuneScape, which is really long. It's like a 20-hour grind or something. I don't know if this is worth 20 hours. But some of those upgrades are really good, especially the modified botanist helmet. I think it would be a much better minigame if it gave even very small amounts of agility, thieving, and herblore XP, and didn't only give that XP if you spent the reward points on lamps. I guess it does give you like 125 herblore XP whenever you finish mixing. That's really bad, but it's better than 0. It's like making a potion. Like you make like 6 potions per game or something. Interesting. 100 reward points, 3 Thaler, so I did better that time. So if I assume I get 100 points per game, 10 games at about 15 minutes per game. Okay. That's not too bad. 150 minutes for one piece. Well, it's pretty bad when you consider how much it would cost for me to get the whole set. But my understanding is that the mask and the mask add-on are by far the most important. I might get that and then see how much Thaler is coming in during the minigame spotlight. I don't actually know how much to expect from that. Maybe the whole factory set comes through much more easily than this set here. All right, well, that was Flash Factory. All right, so it's the next morning since I tried out Flash Powder Factory. It's the same day, daily reset. I cannot tell you, I suddenly feel free to just play this game. For the first time in like a week, ever since I decided to get all these weeklies done, I feel like I can just play the game. I'm not held down by any dailies. There's nothing forcing me to do anything right now, which, golly, glad we're here. Okay, and that was the episode. If you skipped the quests and just listened to the summaries, that was probably a very short one for you. Next episode is going to be really interesting because next episode is going to involve me doing the Flash Powder Factory on my phone, where I was not able to record any gameplay, but I did take a ton of screenshots in the process. I screenshot any levels that I got, screenshot things that I bought from the Flash Powder Factory shop, dailies, that kind of a thing. What I think I'm going to do is I want to express to you the experience of having to play this goddamn game on a vacation with my wife. So I'm going to intercut some of the screenshots of my progress with whatever I was doing at the same time, because I basically had my phone on me and open for this entire trip. Fortunately, I could do things in Flash Powder Factory very inattentively, so I was able to enjoy the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago or eat a deep dish pizza from Lou Malnati's in Chicago, while still making progress in this stupid game with a mini-game spotlight that only happens once every couple months. But you'll see, I'll putz around with the editing. We'll see if I can make it more interesting than just showing you a sequence of mobile screenshots. Thank you all for watching and for supporting the channel. I'll see you next time. Bye.